So this entire thing is correct. There is no change in that. Only change is here. While passing the body parameter, and we converted into toString. That is not supported by map. So that was the issue, and once I give that, it is resolved. But we are getting now another issue in the get call. So let's see whether it is going to resolve or not. Now I corrected that also. Yeah, now I got it. So you can use here get call the path parameter. You can give that as a path parameter. So booking ID, you can just specify here path param. So what is your path parameter? Booking ID. So this is what, right? So this is the booking ID. This is the path parameter. Path parameter name and value. So that's it. So automatically it will go and sit here. So the value will come and store here. It will replace, basically. It will replace. So you have to give path parameters, query parameters and path parameters. So we already discussed the query parameters and path parameters. See, both are passed. That's a small mistake if you do also. It won't work out. But I want to bring back this one. This is the one I want to bring back. Not required here. Not required here. Right? It worked out. So what we did here is basically I created response. We are getting a booking ID that I took into one variable that I am using in the another get call. So this is how end-to-end test case I have did here. That's it. Other than that, nothing here. So any questions before going for the next one? Yeah, in the post call itself, we have one more. Now I did only directly you kept in the map, but there is one more you can do with the posers also. So how can we do it with posers? I think posers bit so takes more time, but we can do first you have to store the data in the JSON file. So if you want to create a multiple sets of data, multiple booking IDs, so how can we do that? That is the one thing we'll do that. Let's create a data file first. So under resources, you can put under resources this data. So I'll create a file, JSON file, data.json. So you can place array of elements. I'm just pasting here my previous code. This is the one data I prepared. So this is the array, right? Square bracket means array. So array, first data, second data, third data. Like that, 3 bookings we are creating here. So this is the data driven you have to do, right? Data driven you have to do. So how can we do data driven testing? In test-ng, how can you do that?
We need to use one, annotation at the rate data provider annotation.
Yeah. So data provider annotation we have to use. So that is the one. While reading this file, you have to read to the data provider. Then you can show one by one elements you can read and you can do that. So let's do this. How can we do that? I'll create a, for this, you need to read from the file and store in the some variables. So that variables you can use in the, so in the request body. So that's what we are going to do that. So let's get started. And first data provider also you need to create. So in the data provider, so we have already file utils class, which is we added Apache Commons IO, right? Commons IO one dependency. So in that we have file utils class. In that file utils class, there is a method read file to string method is there. So then it will read the data. So then you give the read file to string method, you have to give the file path. Where is the file? So that is the one, and also it will read, and you need to convert that into JSON array. So, and that you can supply to one of the at the test create post method. So that is what the procedure we need to do, but remaining post is all common, but I'll take this, okay, and then I'll proceed. So let me copy paste this and paste using JSON file. So basically we are reading the data from JSON file. Please remember that. Using JSON file test. Okay. Using JSON file, we are going to do this. So let's create a data provider first. So data provider I am creating, @ data provider. So this data provider, you can give a name, right? You can give a name, or you can just create a normal public. So object array get test data. So I'm using try catch blocks, catch. So in the catch block, just put IO exception. Runtime exception plus. So you can just put your message. What is your message? Error reading test data from JSON file. Okay. Now, how to read? As I mentioned clearly. So for reading the data, string JSON data equal to file utils. Straightforward methods. You don't need to file utils class dot read file to string method. See, for this what you need to pass? File and then char set. So UTF format you have to send it. Okay. So new file. So I hope you all know this, how to read the file from system dot get property. So this will give user dot div. Okay, user dot div plus. So the path. So this path you need to provide. This is the one, right? We want this one. Copy that and give it here. Okay, so this forward slash and one more parameter we need to file class. You import the file class. What is the other parameter you need to give? Comma. So UTF -8. This is the char set. Okay, so give in double quotes. Okay. So it will store the data here. From file you are reading and storing here in this variable. That so you have to convert into array. Basically it's an array, right? So array of many you have many sets of data you have seen that you have to convert into JSON array. So there is a JSON array. Otherwise you first read, okay? JSON path, right? JSON path dot read method is there. So in this read method you have to give the file name, the JSON. So this one, this JSON data. From that you have to read this. Just give one by one you are reading basically. At the end of the file, this will tell you at the end of the file, each one you read, and this read method, see what it is returning. It is returning The read method is returning a type, array type. So that is, we want a JSON array. So JSON array. So that's the one. You can give JSON array equal to. So this is the one I am converting everything into JSON array. From there it is easy for us, right, to read. So convert. So return JSON array. Sorry. To array. See, sir, how do we know all these methods? Basically by practice. Other than that, nothing. So by practice only you will get it. So because we are using, that's why we know all these methods. If you are not using, you will forget and we don't know, basically. That is the one. And you give this method to this post method, this method. So how to supply data?
Using data provider keyword.
So data provider keyword you have to give and give the get test data. No? Get test data, is that the name we have given? Yeah, this is the name you have to provide. So that it will go and pick the data from here. And I'm putting some, so here, some parameters I'm going to keep it here. So what are the parameters? So I'll give a map. So booking map. So I'll just say map in the angular bracket. You can give string object and you can say booking data. Okay, booking data. So I'm going to write some logics here. Basically, if booking data is not null, right, you check that null checkpoint, you have to put it. So booking data is null or is empty. If booking data is empty, so you just throw a message, throw new keyword. This is the throw keyword, runtime exception. Just say test data is null or empty. Basically, more debugging is going to be very easy if you write like this. So test data is null or empty. That's what you're saying. So if it is not null, extract the fields. Right? If it is not null, what you will do? Extract the fields, all the fields from that. So extract the fields. So now, so string. So I'm going to extract one by one. String, first name. So you get map, from map, you get that. So booking data dot, so get method. So you have a get method, right? In the map, we have a get method. So get the first name. So it said you need to typecast it because this returns an object, right? So we don't want object, we want to typecast it. So I'm converting object into, because we declared here object. So that you are going to convert into, so that. So maybe I'll remove all this because we don't need them. Now get all the data like this. First name, last name. Last name. Okay. Then what is the other one? Additional needs, right? So additional needs, total price, deposit paid. So these are the things we need to get it. And let me get additional needs. Additional needs equal to, so booking data dot get, so you can just put additional needs. So import, this is the, again typecast it, that's it. And then next one is it's an integer, right? Total price. Total price equal to, so booking data dot get, you can give total price. So this you have to typecast it to integer. Again same boolean. So boolean deposit paid equal to, so booking data dot get, so deposit paid. It's a boolean value, so you have to cast it to boolean. So now we got all of them. Now we need to get booking dates, right? So let's get them also. So let's get them booking dates. So for that, maybe you can create another map. So that map I'm going to store in another thing. So booking date dot extract booking dates. Booking. So data dot get, and what is the name? Booking dates, right? That one. Booking dates. So that one, this is going to be a map again, key value pair, right? Check-in and value. So that is the one. So I'm going to store in the map string, comma, string, both strings only. And so I will just give booking dates map, something like that. You can typecast it. I'm typecasting that also. So now you can get from this map, you can get it. See, I'm using a ternary operator here, observe that. So this is a very important concept, guys. So I want to get a chicken. Sometimes why I wrote this is last time I got some issues here. That's why we are so map. So map is not null, and so you will get the value. Booking map dot get check-in and colon. How many of you remember ternary operator? Hmm?
Yeah, I have remembered, sir.
So check out. So now if you give here check out, you will get. If this is not null, this will fetch. If it is a null, it will fetch this value. Okay? So that's a very simple concept. Now we extracted all the data. Right? We extracted all the data. So you can validate the fields, even you can validate the required fields. So see how I'm validating. Validate. So required fields. How you can validate? You can say if first name is null or last name is null or check-in is null or checkout is null. And what you need to do is simply say that missing required fields. Throw throw new runtime exception, and you can simply say that missing required fields. Just enter. Even if you want to print, you can print the data also. So Arshini asked, right, how can you print the request for log the extracted data, so that we'll come to know these all fields are what value is going in, right? First name, percentage yes, comma, last name, same percentage yes, means it's a string tuple, okay? And comma, so what else? Total price. So what type of data it is? It's a number, right? So number you have to put D, okay? D represent for digits. Next, what is that? Boolean, right? So deposit paid and the percentage B slash N. So it will go to the next line. So in 10 minutes we are going to close this. If not, we'll see tomorrow, okay? So just give all the parameters. First name, comma, last name, comma, total price, comma, deposit paid. So these are the things, right? So where is printing? Same you can do check-in, check-out also. What is this? It is throwing a printer string into Boolean. Oh, LN doesn't support. There is a printf formatted, okay? Printf. That's what I was no. So printf method also there in the string class. Sorry, in the print stream class. So that printf method will format it like that. Next one, you can even print a check-in, check-out also, same way. Check-in, right? So check-in date. The check-in date you can put is a string, percentage yes, comma, checkout date. And this is also string. So, and a slash n or you can put like this. So check in, comma, check out. Basically, we are printing the values. That's it. Otherwise, we don't know, right? Which, so iteration, what data it is, all this. So you can print it. Just for our debugging purpose, these are all going to help you. Otherwise, directly you can give all these things, okay? Otherwise, not required. So now we'll prepare the request body. Request body. So booking, dates, okay, so this one we should have a POSO classes. Otherwise, we cannot read that, right? Booking dates. Yeah. So let's create a POSO classes. We have a POSOs right here. POSOs, how we will create based on these parameters. So this is the one booking, right? This is the booking one, first name, last name, total price. These are, you can give a one, so instance variables you can declare, and you can create a setter and getter methods. So that's a simple thing. We are going to do that. So let's create a POSES first. POSES class is mandatory. So to read JSON also you need, first you can give booking. So in the booking class, you have to give private. Maybe you can create a constructor for all this. That is a different story. But first you declare. So what are all you need in the, so in this booking. And, so all the, first name. So what is the mistake I did here? Can anyone tell me what is the correction?
Data type we need to give.
That is a good. So data type, we'll see. So private, so I already told you the encapsulation I'm following here. I'm declaring all the variables as a private and the methods as a
Public.
public. So private int total price, right? Total price. So private boolean deposit paid. So private string additional needs. Okay. For this, you generate setters and getters. Generate. So both the getter and setter methods. See, that's it. All are generated. Basically, put all the variables on the top. Okay, that is a simple one. Next, second one, booking dates. So what are the booking dates we have? We have only two, right? String, check-in, string, checkout. private. So just create a getter and setter methods. Okay, done. Variables came down. Let's place them in the top. Okay. Basically, you have to create a constructors. Okay, you have to create a constructors here. Let me create a constructor for this. Even you can ask create a constructor also. First, you create a default constructor. Public booking dates. So default constructor, you don't need to mention anything. Just leave it as it is. And parameterized constructor. So booking dates. So you can give check-in, string checkout. Set check-in, CAN. Set checkout, Cout. So I hope you all remember these constructors. So here also we need to create a constructor for a booking class also. So public booking and then here also public booking string f name, string l name, string